Welcome everyone, it's Sherry Carroll for SimonsSaysStamp.com with a STAMPtember release for Rainbow Splash. This release features several embossing folders, a couple stamp sets and matching dies, an ink applicator, and also a couple of small stencils. So I'm going to get you started, and I'm going to start off with this 4x6 stamp set. This is called Firework Sparkle, and it has several big firework designs. A couple have already exploded, and then there's a couple that are shooting up into the sky. There are some messages also on this set. We have Celebrate, You Sparkle, Shine Bright, and Boom. There are some matching dies that go with this set, and it features those 4 fireworks. You're going to love the detail of these dies, and they're perfectly sized for creating cards and tags. We have previously introduced the Happy Bloom stamp set. This time we also have a die set. This was really popular at our Create show in Columbus, and you guys asked for dies and we delivered. For the large flower die, it's really easy if you die cut first and then you stamp on top. That way you can align everything perfectly. For the Rainbow Splash products, we try to keep everything really affordable and great for beginners. So we also have this stencil. It's a 4x4 and it has these pencils. You can use multiple colors on each. You can mask them off and change up your ink colors to have a really colorful background. We're also including this grid, and this one's super easy to create a quick background, and it's also 4x4. You can blend your inks with a blending brush, or you can try the new large sponge applicator. It's super easy to use. You can just place your stencil onto your paper, tap it onto some ink, and then tap through that stencil to apply your colored ink. This is a super soft sponge at the top, and it is really squishy and will get through those small areas of the stencil. And also the handle is a nice size to fit in the palm of your hand. We have an embossing folder that goes really well with those firework sparkles, and this one's called Magnificent Bursts. It's a 3D embossing folder, and it embosses 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 paper. Embossing folders are super easy to use. All you need to do is just to open them up, place your cut paper inside, close the embossing folder, and run it through your die cut machine. We have some larger 5x7 embossing folders, and this one's called Mosaic Tulips, and in comparison to the size of an A2 card front, you really have that nice big space to work with. If you like the design, you can always trim it down to an A2 size. And if you like a debossed look, you can always flip it over and use the back side. The next 5x7 stencil is called Heart Blooms. This is also a 3D folder with that beautiful deep etching. You can color on top by pouncing on ink with the new large sponge applicator, and it's also a beautiful image on the back side or debossed side. So that's the new Rainbow Splash release for STAMPtember 2024. Up next, I have some beautiful examples using some of the products from this release. I've created a little square card where I have ink blended through that grid stencil. Then I die cut the flower and stamped on top, added some butterflies, and my message white embossed on black cardstock. Susan Opal used the Magnificent Burst embossing folder on some gold cardstock, stamped Celebrate the Year and Happy New Year on a piece of black cardstock. Callie Pearson used the sponge applicator to apply different colors of ink onto her cardstock and then clear embossed on top, ink blended around each of those fireworks after die cutting. And finally, I have created a rainbow of colored flowers using the stamps and dies from the Happy Blooms stamps and die set. I do have some links for you below where you can shop for these new products, plus a link to our blog post for more inspiration. And as always, thanks so much for watching.
Hi there, I'm Heidi, Simon's mama and founder at SimonsSaysStamp.com. Thank you so much for watching our video. If you like what you just saw, be sure to press the thumbs up. and subscribe to see more great content.